It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I mean, gorgeous. 72 degrees. Hey, little rabbit. Perfect walking weather. So there's a light breeze going through. This is very nice. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Friday. I'm gonna walk in quick because it's Friday and I won't have time later. And then also, I'm going to do a Facebook Marketplace deal, but it's not for me. Roland asked me to do a favor for him. Said there was something that he was interested in on Facebook Marketplace, but in Raleigh, and asked if I would facilitate all that. It's a box for an old game, and I was like, yeah. So I'm going to be running out and doing that. And then I'm excited because tonight we are, hopefully, finishing up Mario Galaxy 2. There's only 15 stars or something left to get, so it's going to be fun tonight because there's going to be some really, really hard levels. And honestly, that gets me excited. So I went and did that Facebook thing that I said I was going to do. And whenever I was done, I met the person over by the mall. And when I was done, I was like, I'd like to grab a drink on my way back home. So there's a McDonald's over there. And I went to the McDonald's and they have frozen Cokes there. It's like any size, $1.70 or something. And I was like, oh, that sounds really good. I love those. So I decided to get a large frozen Coke. And I pull up to the window, and when I do, the lady goes to hand me the frozen Coke, and it is overflowing. Like the liquid is sitting up at the hole, and it's just all over the sides. Like it's just everywhere. And she holds it out to me and she says, "This always happens to me and I don't know why." And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's a lot. It's just dripping, like actually dripping. And I was like, I don't know that I want that in the car. So I told her, I was like, you can pour some of that out. It's okay. And she goes, okay. So she turns around and she pours some of it out. And then she puts a bunch of napkins on the outside and then hands it to me. And it was good, but that was like the messiest drink I've had in the car since we've had it, I think. Whenever I got home, just handling it, even with the napkins, the cup holder, and also my hands got really sticky. So then by the time I got home, the steering wheel was sticky. So I got home and I immediately got a wipe and wiped everything down. But they're like frozen Cokes. They taste good. For dinner, I'm going to quickly scarf down the leftover chicken pesto Florentine that Mal made yesterday on stream, and then it is time to get started on the Mario Galaxy stream, which I think will be the last one, maybe. Really depends how difficult that final level is. This is risky. I'm going to skip all this crap. Okay. I'm going to cloud. So when I'm going to cloud over here. When I get close, you're going to have to hit him.
Okay.
You got him? Mm-hmm. Okay. They can hit me from here, so I need to start moving, so you're going to have to start...
Got him.
Got him? That was close. Well, we did it. Jinx.
Go get me a soda.
I think you owe me a soda.
No.
Isn't it the first person that says Jinx?
I said Jinx first.
I don't think you did.
I did.
I don't think that's how this works.
It is. New rule. Steven gets me a soda.
Every time we say the same thing?
Uh-huh.
Every time?
Every time.
Well, then how do I get a soda?
You don't. You just ask.
Oh, well, can I get a soda?
No, it's too late.
Anyway, we beat Mario. We 100%ed Galaxy 2. And that was hard. And I know that there is definitely going to be some folks that feel like maybe we didn't truly 100% Galaxy 2 because we dared to play with two players. And it's true that the game is significantly easier with two players. Well, I don't know if I want to say a blanket statement of the game is significantly easier. Parts of the game are significantly easier. Parts of the game are just a little easier. Parts of the game are harder. Only a few spots, but there's a few times where actually having a second person does not make it easier. But certainly for the end of the game,
having a second person be able to control Luma made it, in my opinion, bearable. And the takeaway that I had on the some of the final stuff is that, you know, could I have beaten it by myself? I feel like I could have, sure. But would it have probably taken a few hours to have gotten good enough to get through it? Yeah. And is it worth my time? No. I just like, there's sometimes in gaming where like, you're like, oh, I want to feel accomplished. I want to go through this and I want to do this. And I instead am like, I can tell this is something I'm sure I'd be able to do, but it's going to take a long time. So I don't want to do it. But we did get it through it together.
We did do it together.
And it
Good
was
job.
hard.
It was very hard.
It was hard even doing it together.
I mean, it was hard doing it without, like, the one before when I did it, but I had the checkpoints and stuff.
Yeah.
And that sucked.
Yeah, so for tonight's stream, we went through the end of World, the end of the game, which was World S, a second time, and it had a bunch of green stars in there, and I just kept getting super unlucky because Mal was getting some pretty easy stuff, and I was getting...
Oh, yeah, I had a great time tonight.
I was getting really hard stuff, and it was taking a long time, but we finally got through it all. Then, if you have collected every star in the game, all 240, then you get to play a 241st star. Then if you do that, and you have 10,000 bits, you also get to play a 242nd star. So Mal did the 241st one, which has checkpoints in it. And it was hard, but Mal did really well. And then it was my turn to play the very final one. And, you know, I tried it a few times on my own without Mal's help. And I got to a point where I was like, I could tell that it was just going to be a slog because it was becoming a slog. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So even with Mal's help, it took a while.
Yeah, it did.
But we did it.
Good job.
Good job, Mal.
Thanks.
You did good.
You did good.
Thanks. I really enjoyed Galaxy 2. Like, I really, really liked that game. It was very, very fun. I'm kind of surprised I never played it when it came out, but it really was a joy to play. And I don't know. I don't have any specific notes about things I liked or didn't like. I just think the game was really well paced. There was more, I don't know if this is true, but it felt like there were more galaxies in this game than the first one.
I think so.
It kind of
I don't know, but that's how I feel.
It felt like in Galaxy 1, you spent more time at a specific galaxy. And it felt like in this one, there were more galaxies and it was just fewer stars to get at each galaxy. And I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just how it felt. Like, it felt like there was just so much content in Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
And it was appreciated because I felt like it was really, really good.
It's a good game.
It was a good game. I'm glad to be done with it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a game that I'll probably come back to, but I'm really happy that I played it. And the next 3D Mario game for us to play is Odyssey, although admittedly it's probably going to be a while before we get around to that because Tears of the Kingdom is about to come out, and that's going to be what we're streaming on Twitch probably for a while, a year. But eventually we'll get to Mario Odyssey. I'm sure of it. Anyway, it is late.
I am tired.
I am tired.
Kepi is tired.
Kepi is always tired. He's always taking a little snooze, ain't you, bud? He's a good boy. And I'm just going to go ahead and end it here and say thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed our playthrough, our 14 streams of Mario Galaxy 2 if you were watching it on Twitch, or I don't know how many episodes it's going to come out to be on YouTube, 60 something probably. But thank you for sticking with us. And, you know, Zelda soon. Next week, Advance Wars comes out, and I love Advance Wars, so I'm going to be playing that next week. I don't think that it's going to be something that we like play through the entire thing, but for next week, definitely just to show it on stream, I'd like to, because I've always really enjoyed that series. But that's a next week problem. Oh, I'm tired. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?